Jane Ferret here, continuing with my frequently asked questions about interviews. As you know, I have recently launched the Interview Successful, which is an online vault that you can unlock with a key that will cost you £97. A link is below, of course, but I am just giving you some answers to questions that are frequently asked about interviews. So one very common question is, how should I dress? Now, there isn't one correct answer for this. It is really like dress for your workday. So dress depending on the organisation, what their dress code is, and what you feel comfortable in. So, for example, I've worked for two very, very different companies. I've worked for British Airways, which is a very formal, very corporate, very kind of customer servicey kind of environment, quite staid. And I don't mean that horribly. It's quite staid. Traditional, I think, is another way to describe British Airways. And I would suggest if you're going for an interview at BA, then you dress quite smartly. So whether that's a suit, don't necessarily need a tie. But if you're really comfortable in a tie, then put on a tie. If you're meeting the CEO, I'd probably put on a tie. If, however, you're going for an interview in another company I've worked for, which is Leon Restaurants, it's a much more relaxed company. Nobody wore a suit ever, I don't think, while I was there, ever. People just dress casually, but casual doesn't mean scruffy. So what really does that mean? For me, when I had my first interview, I wore some kind of dark, like chino-y kind of trousers, but not the beige ones, more navy, which is more me, and like a nice silk blouse. The guys, something a bit more casual like that. Jeans, if you're comfortable in jeans, or if they're smart jeans, then why the hell not? But the important thing to remember is to dress in line with the company that you're working for. There's no right or wrong here. If you're unsure, go smarter, because you can always relax it a little bit. So gents, if you wear a tie and then you look around in reception and no one is wearing a tie, take it off. If your jacket's a bit too formal, you could take it off, roll your sleeves up. Get what I mean? So do some homework. If you're unsure, then why don't you just ask, call up the company or, the recruiter and just say, what's the dress code? What do people expect me to wear? Another thing to do is look on their kind of website. Have a look at the images from inside the organisation. What are people wearing? Are they wearing suits or are they wearing jeans, flip-flops, shorts? Okay, and make a decision from there. Good luck.